saying to the president, let the errors be corrected, let the needful be done, but please sign this bill. We don't want to nurse the feeling that he will not sign. We did that before and he didn't, but this time I don't think he has any reason not to sign when what he demanded have been removed from the bill. So, Mr. President, you serve the people that elected you. Sign this bill and preserve the integrity of our electoral process.
Civil Society Organization of Nigeria hosted a citizen town hall meeting on Electoral Bill 2021 to help set agenda for the National Assembly ahead of its resumption. The town hall meeting served as an opportunity to enhance public knowledge on landmark provision in the bill and their implications for the integrity of future elections. Stakeholders from the National Assembly, political parties, civil societies, media, professional association, labor union, citizens engage in dialogue on the imperative speedy conclusion of facilitates early preparation for the election. Signed by Yoga Africa, International Press Center, Center for Citizens with Disability, the Abino Foundation, Clean Foundation, Institutes for Media and Society, Nigerian Women Trust Fund, Premium Time Center for Investigative Journalism, Partners for Electoral Reform, Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, Women Advocacy Research and Documentation Center, Nigerian Network for Non-Governmental Organizations.
Town Hall served as an opportunity to enhance public knowledge on landmark provisions in the bill and their implications for the integrity of future elections. Stakeholders from the National Assembly, the political parties, the civil society, the media, professional associations, labor unions, and citizens engaged in dialogue on the imperative of speedy conclusion to facilitate early preparations for elections and eschew legal uncertainties that may make the electoral process susceptible to manipulation. Key resolutions from the Citizens Town Hall are as follows. 1. A new legal framework is central to the integrity of future elections and the advancement of Nigeria's democracy. It is therefore inconceivable to conduct future elections with the current legal framework, the 2010 Electoral Act as amended. 2. The provisions of the Electoral Bill 2021 substantially reflect the wishes of Nigerians and key electoral stakeholders for a legal framework that promotes the use of technology to stem electoral manipulation, strengthen INEC's financial independence, and empowers the Commission to reject falsified election results or results declared under duress. 3. Further delay to the conclusion of the electoral amendment process is inimical to the preparations for Ekiti, Osun, and 2023 elections. The opportunity to test the operability of the new legislation and its latest innovations would be lost if the amendment process remains inconclusive. 4. With 398 days to the 2023 general elections, it is crucial for the National Assembly and the President to conclude the electoral amendment process by January 31, 2022. The National Assembly should therefore remove the contentious clause of direct primaries, resolve all the identified drafting errors and cross-referencing gaps, and retransmit the bill to the President for assent within a week of resumption. As the nation awaits the resumption of the National Assembly on Tuesday, January 18, 2022, that is tomorrow, Nigerians expect that the conclusion of the electoral process will feature as a priority issue on the order paper for Tuesday. The leadership of the National Assembly should honor their commitment to conclude this process as soon as the National Assembly resumes. President Buhari has indicated his commitment to assent to the bill if the National Assembly expunge the contentious clause and retransmit the bill for assent. We therefore urge the National Assembly to leverage this opportunity to salvage the electoral bill by taking prompt legislative actions to conclude the amendment process. Any further delay will undermine public confidence in the electoral reform process. My colleague will take this.
Emphasized in our previous statement and clarity of the election legal framework, amongst other factors. This is to preclude any legal uncertainties that may occasion manipulation and subversion of the electoral process. To this end, we make the following recommendations. First, in deference to the national and public interest, the Senate and House of Representatives should, upon resumption on Tuesday, January 18, 2022, take legislative action at its first sitting to conclude the process and retransmit the bill to President Buhari by Friday, January 21, 2022. Secondly, the National Assembly should ensure proper scrutiny of the bill to resolve all drafting errors and cross-referencing gaps before retransmitting the bill for presidential assent. Thirdly, the President should, upon receipt of this retransmitted bill, provide his assent within a week. Fourthly, civil society groups, media, and development partners should sustain the effort to safeguard the electoral bill from policy capture, manipulation, and subversion of the people's will.
What I would like to say to the National Assembly and the Executive is that the veto power is a power you have in case things need to be done that are not getting done. We're not saying forget or do another thing. We're saying this is imperative and everything you can within your power to do to make sure this happens needs to happen. There is no time, and 2023 elections carry the hopes of many, those who died at the EndSARS protest hoping for a better Nigeria, those who are fighting for a better Nigeria rest on these changes to our elections. So it would not say well of a government to not be responsive to the will of the people. It would not say well of a government to hold down on things that are important and do other things. So as a youth, as a Nigerian, and as a woman, it is hoping that our voices are heard and the National Assembly and the Executive do everything they can, be it veto, be it waiting for the presidential assent, anything that can be done to make sure this is done on time.
Amina Ibrahim, GTV Africa.